All right, so if you guys are trying to do your nails at home and you just need a little bit of information, I'm actually going to do my nails right now. Sorry, I'm scooting up my chair. So I'm going to start, and I do have all of my stuff out here already. Let me see. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is grab the nipper. If you have a nipper, the pusher. The first thing you're going to do is grab a pusher. I just bought this yesterday, so I'm trying it out for the first time. If you're more sensitive with your cuticles, then just be gentle. Everybody's different. And I really like this so far. It's pretty big though. I have small nail beds. All right. And the reason you want to push back is because you're trying to make as much space to be able to have the acrylic, properly applied on the nail bed. And sometimes if you apply the acrylic on the nail bed and there's oils like lotions and stuff like that, then you might get some lifting right away because those oils are going to, cause it to be slippery in between the two layers of your natural nail and the acrylic. So you don't want any products on your nails, any hair products, especially hair products, because hair products have a lot of oils. So just make sure your hands are as dry. I do need to get my file out because I need to file them down. And these are from Amazon, you guys. I will leave a link below to all this stuff. I do have an Amazon storefront if you guys are interested in what type of things I use to do my nails at home. I was well, I'm still a licensed nail technician, but I don't take clients at the moment. I'm just at home with the kids and stuff like that, and I just do my nails for myself at this point. But these are the ones I would buy for my clients. I love these. And for myself. Okay, so I think, well, I'm doing my nails, right? Sometimes people, what they like to do is take a glove. First of all, let me try to get some air in here. But some people, what they do when they're doing their own nails, or clients, but mostly when they're doing their own nails, is they will cut up their gloves and take off this little part here. Why? So that if any chemicals fall on your hand or anything, you're not overexposing. Sometimes when you're a beginner at nails, you guys, you will be messy and you will give yourself an allergic reaction. I do have a playlist of anybody that's had that problem, so if you want to check that out, I will put that somewhere in the video, and it is on my channel. So anyway, this is what they do. This is sometimes what I do, but I've tried to be more careful throughout the years. But regardless, it's a good thing to do. So let's say you're working on this hand, right? This hand is probably going to be touching a lot of things. So when you're picking things up, it's less likely to, have things all over your hand. So now that we know that, we'll just do this. I wasn't going to do this, but just so if anybody wants to use that little hack. Okay, so next, so we push back. We don't need the brush just yet at all. We actually need to prep. So in order to prep, hold on, I had these in acetone. So I'm just going to brush them really quick so that when I use them, if you were doing clients, you want to make sure you're actually clean this very, really well with barbicide and all that stuff. All right, so I'm going to leave that to the side for later. I couldn't find my little detailed little bit, but let me see. Yeah, I don't know where that thing went. I'm going to have to order a new one, which is fine because I really needed 2 new ones. So now that we pushed back, we are going to go ahead and grab our drill. I need to get rid of this really quick. But the drill we're going to grab because we're going to prep with the sanding man. The sanding man is going to be the one removing the shine off of your natural nail. So I'm going to take this off if I can. I don't want to use that. That's a new one. Let's not damage it. This is why I keep getting new ones. So we'll use this older one here to remove it. That's how I like to remove it. Some of them are easier to remove, some of them are not. So then you can just take it off. And we're gonna add a new one. And this one is from Car Lash, I believe. And that is also on Amazon. All right, so I'm gonna be using my Young Nail Drill. My Young Nail Drill is different. It's a little bit more powerful, I think, than the Melody Susie. The Melody Susie is really good for beginners though, and I love it because when I just want to do my nails, when I'm not doing videos or anything, or sometimes I am doing videos, I will pull it out. But when I'm like at home and I kind of really want to use something a little bit more advanced, something a little bit like, I feel like this drill is great. Don't get me wrong, I love this drill for the price $55, right? Compared to over $250 for this, with taxes even more. But the fact that for this one, it's only $55, but the only thing I don't like would be maybe that it does have a little bit more, it's like it feels like it has a higher speed at the beginning, and this one doesn't. It has just a little bit less. So I don't like to shave too much of the nail on top. So what I'm gonna do is use this one because I just feel like it does start way slower. Now let me see, is this thing even on? Okay, it's on now. And I do have it in forward, I believe. Let's see, because it's hard with all these lights in this room to see. No, it's in reverse. So let's put it back in forward because I'm right-handed. When I do use my left, I will be putting it in reverse. And for the thumb, I think I put it back to forward for that particular thumb. So I think we'll start at like 2 and then we'll turn the motor on. This is how this one works. It's very different. So I do have also a dust collector, you guys, very important to use. For the dust collector, I'm going to be using Melody Susie's dust collector. So I'm going to show you that right now. This is it right here, and you turn it on. I don't know if my coupon code still works, but I will leave it in the link down below if it does. If you guys want to try it out. All right, so let's turn this back on. Let's go. Let's leave it at 2 for now. And I hope you guys can hear me. I do have the mic on, but I'm just trying to remove very lightly. Let's put it medium just because of the sound. Oh, that was the shortest. Let's put it in the middle. That was the lightest one, the lightest fan. Now, I think I'm going to go all the way to 3 to pick up the pace, but that's what I like about this one, because this drill, it takes a while to get a little higher, so you can be as gentle as you want, and it'll really go, and it also goes really, really fast. So I like it. There's not much at all of the vibration, so I feel like this drill is amazing. And it was only over $250, but the reason I'm saying only was because I did buy a Koopa Mani Pro before, and that was over $500. I mean, not 500, sorry, $400. That was over $400. But that drill was also amazing. If you guys want my advice on a drill, if you're starting off, I would say whether you're doing nails at home or whether you're doing clients, you just need something to start. Perfect. Melody Susie. And I love it. It's great. And it's portable if you do pedicures. This is portable too, you guys, for pedicures or anything you want to do. Now, so as far as me removing, I wanted you guys to see just how I do that. I just go underneath the skin a little bit, but I'm going very parallel. I'm not doing this where I'm going to end up hurting myself or messing up my nail beds or my skin or anything. So you want to keep it parallel to the skin, and don't stay on the nail because you'll cause friction, which will cause rings of fire, which will hurt. And then there'll be marks all over your nails. Okay, so what I like to do first is get rid of most of the surface. And then all of the around underneath, you start going from one side of the perimeter, or the nail wall, it's called, to the other side of the nail wall. And you're going gently. Thank God this is such a gentle drill. I am not affiliated with Young Nails, but they have amazing products, you guys. So There's that one. You want it to look like that. Do you see that bit of skin there? Either we can nip it off, but I also like to use the drill to get rid of those things, because if the acrylic gets on that skin right there, you guys, then what's going to happen is once I apply the acrylic, that skin is under there and there's oil from my natural body that is seeping through, which, you know, it's oil. It's going to slip off, and then people wonder why their nails come off. You know what I'm saying? So just go very lightly to the next one. Surface, surface, pick it up. You don't want to leave it on there from one side to the other. It's kind of like you're trying to go and underneath that skin, because that's where the cuticle is. Cuticle is literally all that old skin that has grown out on top of your nail plate, and it's kind of attached to your own epinicium skin, which would be like with the skin attached right here. So that's all you really want to do. Take off the surface, just one little layer. You don't want to keep going, and then go around. And I'll file down my nails just a little bit. They don't really need to be filed down, but just to even them out with the actual manual file. All right. And like I said, if I had my little bit where that goes around the cuticle, it's like a cuticle bit. You probably find it on my Amazon storefront too, but that bit will help you clean even more. I don't know where it is. I might use the other one that I have, but I really don't want to because it's not that great, unfortunately. So today we're just gonna do it, I guess, as basic. If you don't have that, then I guess you're fine. Okay, so now for the harder part, right? So how do I do this? So for this one, first of all, look, it's like it's going this way. You know, it's going this way, because when I do this, I feel like it's going this way, right? And then when I go here, it's not. It's going the opposite, right? So here we're gonna reverse it again. We're gonna put it in reverse, and I'm gonna start taking off the surface. Let me stay on camera. Take off the surface part. Once you start practicing a lot more at home, you get better, you guys. My real concern is you cutting your skin so much, and then when you're being messy with the acrylic and you end up with an allergic reaction is like a big no-no. And I feel bad when I see all those comments on a couple of my videos, because of the allergic reactions people get. And it doesn't have to be like that. You know, I had it really bad to the point where I was like, I guess nails is not for me. I'm not doing nails. I'm not good at it. Like, I messed it up. Now my nails are messed up. So like, you don't want to be put in that position where you like end up quitting or anything like that, you know? All right, so we did that one when we put it in reverse. Let's see if this one in reverse is good. So you want to pretend this is a pencil. So you need to properly train your brain, you guys. It takes just a little while. A couple times you do your nails with your left, you'll get it. My advice would be patient. If you're in a hurry that day, just don't do your nails. You will cut yourself. I've been there so many times. So now that my hand and my brain has adjusted to using the left side, then now I know that I'm like, okay, keep it parallel, right? We keep it parallel. We'll remove the shine, and we're going around removing the skin growing out underneath, which is dead, which is called cuticle. It's not alive. You can remove it, right? Okay, so we're removing here. Look how much cleaner that is. See, I was going off here. So we gotta get some stability. So I'm gonna hold it with my other hand, just so I can go around here a little bit better. And I'm trying to make sure I'm staying on camera here, okay? And then turn it, stay with your stability. Stabilize, and work. There we go. That's decent right there. We're gonna do the same thing. And now I'm holding it like this, if you can tell, because that's how I'm stabilizing it. So as long as you're stabilizing it, if it feels comfortable in your hands, then it's fine. If you have control, if you're losing control, regain the control. Find out, like, okay, maybe let me pull this like this better type. Like what I feel like I've noticed the difference is with my right hand, because that's how I've always row and use things, right? I'm right-handed. When I realized that when I don't use my, since I didn't grow up using my left hand because that's not natural to me, I realized that there's less control and there's less strength. So just remember, hold it as strong as you can, but gentle, but make sure it stays in your hand, because it could simply, you could lose control and like it will get weaker because it's more weaker than your other hand because you don't use it. Your brain is not used to using it. So just make sure you are paying attention, that you have control. You're not overly like, oh, I'm holding this really hard where you're going to hurt your hand. No. Control and be soft. Control and be soft. Go around. Be detailed. Be patient. Like, this is the problem. I think when we do our nails, we forget that we're using machinery and chemicals, and it's your body, you know, so just be precautious. See how slow, if you have to go slower with your non-dominant hand while you're doing your dominant hand, then please go slower. That's a big tip from me. Just be patient. That's probably going to be the one that saves you the most, and try to gain control. So then let's do this one. You could also do your cuticles first, you guys. I'm going to do them after doing this part and after filing the bottom. But you could... What was I saying? I'm over here looking at this. You could basically... What I'm trying to say is, like, if you wanted to use the nipper first and get rid of your dead skin. Everybody's nails are different. Everybody's skin is different. Your cuticle conditions are different. So I usually just do this after this. Sometimes I really don't file them like this because I'm like, they're short enough. But if I wanted to straighten them, then I do. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, guys, then, wait, let me finish this one. See, I have the control. I'm holding it kind of like a pencil. That's how I feel like I'm holding the control. Go around this side here, and then make sure, like I said, you have full control. You got this. And then we'll do the last one, which there was a little bit of polygel left from the last time I did my nails. And just go slower. And then very slow if you have to. You could even lower it when you're going around the cuticle area. All right. Oh, I got acetone on it. Okay, so anyway, let's just curl these a little bit. Because if your nail is too long right here, it might cause lifting with your extension tip. It's different when you have extensions versus if you did an overlay with the acrylic on top of your natural nail. And when you're filing, this side is 180 and this side is 100. Sorry, this one's 100 and this one's 180. That means this one has more grit, so it's finer. This one has less grit, so it's a lot more gritty. It's a lot more rougher. If you don't have an e-file, you can use this. How? I'll show you right now. So say when you push back, right? You push back and you don't have an e-file, this is what you would do. You would take the softer side. If you don't really understand the numbers, because that would confuse me too, just remember, higher number, it's softer. Lower number, grittier, much tougher. But anyway, since we're going to be doing it, we're going to be using this on the natural nail. You don't want this harsh part on your natural nail. You want to make sure you use that. So instead of that prepping with the drill, you're going to prep with this, and what you do is you're softly going to go around like that. You go around softly. Right? Now, also don't forget to etch your file. You could take this and remove all of that sharpness, or you can take another file and with another file, you just remove the shine like this. But then that means I'm going to use this one to remove the shine off the other one. So this way you don't cut anybody or yourself, especially yourself. Okay. So I'm going to keep this here because I need it. But that's how you would prep. You would just take this part here and you would kind of like just remove the shine. That's it. And it's very precise too. I like the position with the hand file because you can literally go underneath and just get rid of all of that stuff that could possibly be hard to remove with just the sanding gun. But that's why they make cuticle bits now. I just don't have mine now. I don't know. I lost it somewhere. Either way, we need a new one. All right. After this, I'm going to turn this fan off. And at this point, I'm going to take some alcohol or some cleansing spray. And I'm just going to remove all that dust. And do the same thing on the other side. Let's see. All right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't do this. I didn't file it. I'm looking at it like, well, something's different here. Let's just take this off. Oh my God. And I just realized. So I bought some, what are they called? The clippers. I don't know where I left them. They're brand new too. And I need them because I'm about to do my nails and I was going to pre-shape them a certain way. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see. I think I had put it. Wait. Let's see, because I grabbed that. Here it is. I found the one I needed too. Perfect. Okay. I think this one is my hubby's, but I don't think he would mind. I don't know where mine are actually, but I actually needed this one particularly because of the shape I'm going to do. Okay. So let me just scoot in. I'm all the way out. Sorry, guys. This chair is not fun. Okay. So now that they're a little bit prepped, we are going to go ahead and add the tips. That's what you want to do next. And I was thinking of adding these. I know they're long, but if you have long, you don't really need anything else because they do make them shorter. Because some people are like, why buy them long? You're not going to use them. For people that only want them short, but that's kind of the point. You can use them in any way you want. So I was thinking of using these, but I really wanted the other ones, but I don't remember if they applied well. So we're going to try. If we don't like how they apply, then I'll just use those. Where are they? I just lost them. Where are you? Here they are. They're underneath here. All right, let's try. These are long curved coffin. Okay, so should I start with the pinky? I think so. And today we are probably, I don't know, I'm thinking we're going to just do them on a whim, but I think I might do them on, I know I'm going to do them almond, but I think I'm going to do them short. Okay, this isn't open yet. So when you ever open one of these guys, put your face to the side so that you're not looking at it directly. You never want this to ever get in your face. So I'm going to cut and I'm going to look away, far away, like my eyes are away, looking to the side. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's keep this open here. I'm going to put some glue here to make it easy while I do my nails at home. And then let's see, because I don't remember if these were the ones that wouldn't stick. I hate that. To keep them straight, just align it, and then you won't go wrong. And then be really, really patient. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. For this one, I think I need to cut the sides. So, just so you guys can see how I do that. Cut right, let me see, right here. And that way, you don't have issues. Put the glue in the tip of the wheel and spread it out a little. Then you're going to put it right on top and try to, when you're placing it, make sure it's aligned. Oh, I can't. Sometimes it's easier this way. Okay. 1, 2, press down firmly as possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe just a little more. Okay. Yeah, this is like the one that these wouldn't stick or something. So let's just add a little drop of glue right there. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna hate these. I don't think we're gonna work with these. So while the glue is, because that one for some reason isn't sticking on. Let's try another one. Maybe it's not. No, I have a feeling it's these tips. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish I had a hurry up spray. If you ever have problems like this, I just don't have any right now. But if you ever do, just get hurry up spray. So I'm going to take these off because that's already telling me this is not going to be good. Look, it came off so easy. That's a bad thing. So let's put these away. That's probably why I never use them on my clients, because they're just there. Okay. Let's just use these. So I think I need a little bit of acetone to remove that. A tiny bit. Okay. Because these little troubleshooting things happen all the time. So let's see. Oh my god. I was going to do French today and I'm like, nah, we're going to do nude with like some chrome or something. Okay, you're just measuring side to side. You have to make sure they fit side to side. This one looks pretty good. I'm going to add glue. And if it dries faster, then yeah, these are good. Come on, what is going on with me today? Oh yeah, I did put lotion on. Dang it. That's why I say don't put lotion on. I was doing my makeup and I had to moisturize, and then I'm in here cleaning and all this mess. Okay, but it's fine. It's on there. Too small. Looks very big. But it looks fine. It just needs the sides off. These don't have a well. I don't know if you guys noticed. There's no well to put the glue in. So just try to put it as close to the top part. Do, 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 do. I think holding it like this is easier. All right, we got 2 on. So now the troubleshooting is done with that. Let's try this bigger one here. That looks, can't even tell. Oh, there's 2 of them in one. That's why I'm like, what the heck? Ooh, that one's gonna be great. So right here. This has been easier, so I'm going to stick to that. Just hold it down. Perfect. All right. Take this one. That one's too small. This one's good, but we're going to cut the sides because the sides are kind of coming off the sides from the nails. So let's see. Let's try it this way. So you could also add some glue guys right here in case you're looking for other ways to do this. Find whatever's comfortable. Remember that for you. But to be honest, this way is the way that I'm like, is it crooked? Is it not? And that's how I can tell. So I kind of like that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue right there. And close it off a little more. Push down. Okay. All right, so we got to do our thumb. Which one would be the thumb? I think maybe this one. Oh, is that too big? That's too small. Wait, that's on the wrong one. Let's try this one. I feel like these are all over the place. Oh my gosh. They are all over the place. I think I remember it being 3. So why is 3 not helping me out? Oh, okay. Maybe I picked up the wrong one. All right, this one's good. We don't have to clip off any sides. Perfect. That one is satisfying. It fits perfectly. Okay. Cute. Now let's do the opposite. So this one is an 8 or a 9 actually. Sometimes it could be different. That's the thing. I think this one has to be the sides maybe cut off, but no, this one's a 9. That means it's even smaller. But what if it's not? I think my pinkies, one of them is bigger than the other. Oh, that's pretty though. That one fits. I think that's the smaller one. They both fit. Whatever works. Just make sure it's not too tight. That means it doesn't fit. If it's too loose, it doesn't fit either. It can't be too big or too small. It literally has to be just right, just like the porridge in the Goldilocks story. Come on, stay on. I think this one needs a little bit more glue. Yay! Okay. No, I messed it up by trying to fix my ring. All right. I'm gonna have to buy hurry up spray. I need to go to Sally's or something because I can't with this applying the I could not with when I used to do clients, you guys, people would come in with hair products in their nails. And sometimes I would be there like I can't. And then that hurry up spray saved my life because anytime that would happen, I just would clean their hands a little bit more and then spray the hurry up spray and it would just instantly just attach to the nail plate. Okay, next. Whatever looks like it fits is what I'm doing. Then whatever, and then remove the little size if you have to. If you don't, then don't. Look, that looks good too. I think. Did I get the wrong one? No, that's good. And I just leave it there. These are a lot thicker too. That's probably why. The thicker the nail tip, I feel like the harder it is to attach. The easiest tips to attach are the natural tips. And I always use those for almonds, but this time I wanted to get a different almond shape. So this one, guys, is not working. So stay there, Laura. Stay 10 seconds. Come on now. Have some patience. Okay, so yeah, I really need to get that hurry up spray because I'm not doing this ever again. I love this glue though. If this is really good glue, it's not the glue. Definitely not. All right. I think it would be this one. They're stuck. All of these are stuck together. Oh my. Oop. They keep falling everywhere. All right. This one hates me. Okay. No way. I just got stuck on it. Okay. And it fell. This one is going to... Is it too big? I think this one's too big. This is a 4. I think that's for the thumb. So I'll save that on the side. I don't know. That's a 6. Where's my 5s? Here we go. They're just all messed up. Oh my god. Just don't drop your tips, guys. This happens a lot. Okay. Let's add some glue. Straighten this up and apply and press down for a couple seconds, at least 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there you go. I don't know what's going on with this one, but that's my fault because I was putting lotion on my, well, not lotion, moisturizer on my face today before doing my nails. So yeah. This one looks awesome. It looks like it fits. Yeah, they're both 5.5. So these 5.5. Okay. I'm just gonna remove a little bit again from the sides. This time just a very small amount. Too much is not necessary for this one. Add a little bit of glue. Not too much. If you add too much glue, it's harder to stick as well. If you add too little, same thing. It's going to be hard to stick because there's too many loose air bubbles. And this one has a little one right here. I can tell. It needs just a little bit, like a little tiny drop of glue right there. Okay. Last one, which would be the size 3 for me. I feel like it really is easier to do longer nails. Doing short nails, I feel like it's more precise, more like tedious. Okay, I'm going to add a tiny bit more glue. All right. Oh no, this is not sticking. Come on, stay there for just 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is close this. We're done with this. And then I'm gonna take, my God, my ring needs to get resized. I'm gonna take my little tip cutter. And I think, like I said, I really want them shorter. Let me see. No, that's medium. Maybe just 2. Let's try 2. Let's see how we can pick this thing up. Those are the 2 magnets. This is from Amazon, you guys. They actually sell the magnets with this as a set now. So let's see, 2. Yup, 2. Perfect. That one's a little wonky, but no problems. We're going to straighten it out. Okay. Let's get a better grip here. Oh my God, my stomach is growling. I'm hungry and I need some coffee. All right. That looks good. That was easy. Now, because I want to do almond, you guys, we're going to take this curved shaped tip cutter, or not tip cutter, clipper, and it already has that shape. So I'm going to go from this side here at an angle and cut just a tiny bit. Let's see what we get. I like them. Okay, then we're gonna do right here. Perfect. And be careful how much in you're going because you don't want it to be crooked. See? So just a tiny slanted angle where you want to go up. You see that corner? How I go to the corner and then I angle it because I don't want to remove too much of the corner, right? So towards the angle, grab your skin back so you're not grabbing your skin and cutting yourself. Hold on. Let's look at what we're doing here. Right there. Perfection. Perfect. Okay. All right. This one's a little too long. Put a little at the bottom. All right. And then this one, I just want to remove as much. See, there was some coming off the sides here. So we need to remove that too. And I'm going to fix it. So it's already pre-shaped the best way possible. This one. Yeah, they look pretty good. Okay. Next. And we're going to just shape a little bit different. I mean, we're going to shape them a little bit better. Okay. This still has too much on the sides. Okay. This one as well. But I'm trying to be careful I don't take off too much either. And then let's do this one. I'm going slow because I'm using my left hand, obviously. All right. Then you want to do this one. And then that one. Right? Okay. I just want to make sure they're pretty much the same too, the same size. All right. Tiny bit at the bottom. But now they look like this, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do to shape them a little bit better is I'm going to push here so that, because sometimes the skin gets stuck to the tip. So you're going to make sure you remove whatever, and then you just start kind of bringing it like a triangular, like you see that? But you're kind of like sawing it, like if you're trying to make a triangle shape, but you're also keeping the ends round. And I like to use the coarser side so it moves a little faster and it helps shave off more for me not to have to do too much work. Okay. Okay, very cute. With nails, you guys, just think of geometry, like things being even. If you were to put a line in the middle, are you happy? And does it make it look even? Are you happy with that? Okay, and pretend you're doing a triangle first. Like you're going at an angle, trying to make it look like, okay, that's even. And then you start kind of shaping it like this. And you can do it as narrow as you want, but be careful, don't do it too narrow. And you could do it as round as you want, but then, you know, it will be considered round in a sense. Oh my God, already getting so cute, guys. I'm so excited. I'm excited because my hubby, well, I call him my husband. We're not technically married, but we're going to be getting married soon. Like, you know, legally. We technically see each other as husband and wife since we've been together since we were like 21 years old, but it's not the same, I guess, for some people. I mean, things change when you get older and you're like, wait a minute, we should be getting married. It was just never something nobody forced us to do, to be honest. It's not something like my family's like, oh, you have to get married. Like nobody pushed nobody in our family to, you know what I'm saying? So like you just kind of take that from everybody else and then you're like, wait a minute. I actually believe in this. So, you know, I'm excited. My point being is that I'm doing my nails because he proposed to me. I was not happy about how my nails looked that day, but the fact that I'm going to pick what I want right now is fine. I'm going to do a nude with a chrome. But you see that? You'd go from the sides to the side to side. And then you try to, like, as much as possible, even it out very gently. Go slow so that you're paying attention, that you're not taking off too much from one side or the other. And just try to make them look the same as much as possible. Let's see. This one, I think I can take off a little bit more from the sides. And then just recurve it at the bottom, re-round it a little. And I think that's perfect. Okay, so this hand is done. I love this. We're going to do the next one. You guys, I have not done acrylic in months. Why? I ran out of my young nails. And I was like, you know what? 2025. I really have so much stuff that I don't use. And I started using polygel, but I guess you guys, and also Gel X, because I wanted to try it out for a couple months to see like what I thought. You guys, for me, honestly, there's nothing like acrylic. I don't know. I just can't. Like acrylic makes me feel creative. Sometimes everything else when it comes to do the foundation, it doesn't. Like it's not the same for me particularly. Who knows? I tried it for months, but I guess maybe it's just me. Like maybe I just got so used to acrylic that I'm just like not satisfied with everything else. You know what I do love? I love a good gel manicure. I really, really do. Just a simple gel manicure. But when it comes to doing extensions, it has to be acrylic for me. If there is a reason like I can't use acrylic for whatever reason, then I think for me, oh shoot, I broke it. This has happened before so many times. How do you fix this? Okay. But anyway, my point being is I like acrylic. So this has happened to me before. You guys saw that I was having trouble with applying this nail right here, right? So I'm personally just going to remove the glue. And then by doing that, I can add new glue. Maybe the other glue became too, solidified that it was hard to glue more on top of that already solidified glue. So I'm going to spray this with alcohol and then I'm going to add another one. No big deal. Do your nails when you're not stressed, when you're not having to go somewhere crazy. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get stressed, try to hurry up, and it's going to come off wrong. And God forbid you get an allergic reaction, or God forbid you walk out with ugly nails. All right, so I found one. When I cut it, this will be a great example for you guys to see from start to finish. We're going to add the glue. You're going to dry it, right? And you're going to wait. You're going to wait. And then I'm going to add a little bit here because it needs just a dot. Okay, just a little dot for protection. Okay, that's perfect. And now, let's cut it. The magnets there. You can glue one of the magnets there so it stops shifting, but I honestly take it off because sometimes when I have to take my nails off for a soak off, that's not good there. Okay, so after you cut it, you're going to take your little curved clipper and just, oh, I took the whole thing off. This is why I have issues from not being patient. You see, guys? All right, let's try to pretend like that didn't happen. Let's put it back. I think it's almost done drying too. Come on. There's always one nail that irritates me. Okay. Just a little extra glue. Because I should have just waited. But no worries. Why worry? There's always a solution. Okay. Now we're going to be patient. Okay. So while that's drying, let's start filing these. Let's see. And also when you're doing when you're using your dominant, when you're using your non-dominant, it's hard to even shape too. You have to go slower and you have to pay attention like how it's looking little by little. There goes my stomach again. All right, so I want it to look like that one. So we're just trying to mimic it. to the best of our abilities to make them look as even and as alike. I think that is almost good. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfectly good. Okay. This one, all we have to do is do the sides. Look at how it's an angle. It's not going straight. I'm at an angle a little bit. Same on this side. We're going to angle it. And then soften the sides. And then you're going to compare it. And I think this one just needs a little bit more of the sides coming in a little bit. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, my stomach sounds like a thunderstorm. I'm hungry. I think it's because I've been fasting for a while. I guess I didn't notice because sometimes I eat late, sometimes I eat earlier, and I won't eat too late. So then I wake up and then I do a video or something, or I'm doing something with the kids, and then I get caught up and then I don't eat nothing right away. So I guess it's in a way good because sometimes we end up eating later. So that makes sense. All right, let's see. I hope if you guys are watching this, you're doing your nails with me, because that way you see how I'm stopping so much and explaining. It'll give you a chance to kind of catch up to do a particular part of your nails. So you'll learn really, really patient. Oh my God, my stomach. Okay, I think that one's good. That looks pretty good. And this one's also looking pretty good beforehand. So not too much here. All right, so I'm going to actually show you how to blend these. Take my little dust collector. I'm going to put this on the very lowest, well, not the very lowest, but like a 2. Now like a 3, and it has to be 4 now. Oh no, more, 4. Okay, we're at a 4. Hold on, let me bring this over here. And this is so that it looks like it is blended to the natural now. And you're just removing the bulkiness from where the nail and the enhancement meet. And then you want to go right here also. That's why you clip off the sides, because it gives you less things to do after. Because sometimes the sides are so stuck on the skin. So, yeah. If you guys watched my video with Kimberly, where she did my nails for my birthday, you guys, it was the first time I paid somebody to do my nails since I've been doing nails for almost 11 years this year, right? And she was showing her little tips and tricks, but you know, she was doing it for you guys, but I already know all that stuff because I do that same stuff all the time. Just it depends on what I'm doing. So nail techs usually do use a lot of the same things, and if you don't, then pay attention to other nail techs because they will give you good advice. They will give you good tips. Kimberly, when I worked at the salon with her, she would give me a lot of good tips too, and I would give her some tips as well. So Just pay attention to other texts. And if something works for you better, then just do it the way you like to do it, because that's what works for you. But a lot of that stuff is really good for everybody. Okay, so we blended these tips. This is what that looks like now. And then I'm going to put, let me see, I think I have to put this in reverse, or I'm going to leave it in forward for the thumb just to do this. I just want to blend this. And for some reason, when I go in forward, it's comfortable for the thumb, but not for the other one. But we'll see. And then I like to remove the shine off of here too. Not necessary, but for me, it just makes my brain happy to do that. Okay, I am going to put it in reverse now because now I want it to go the opposite way. Don't touch your natural nails. You're going to end up removing too much skin. You're going to get to the meat of your body. Don't do that. I'm being graphic because sometimes pain is what makes your memory remember. Stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. We are almost there, guys. I wonder how long we've been doing this. Okay, it's been an hour and a minute. Okay, so about an hour. We prepped, we added the tips, and we're blending the tips. So that's as far as we got for the past hour. It's just so different when you do your own nails, that's why. For me, when I do clients, by this point, it would have been maybe like 30 minutes, 40 minutes at this point, 45 the most. So 15 minutes to 20 over that is not bad, that I'm doing it by myself. But please don't put any time on you. So once you get good at doing your nails, that's how long it's going to take you. Somewhere around 2 to 3 hours. But, or if you do like a gel manicure, that should take you less than an hour yourself. But little by little, you'll get it. It doesn't really matter the time. Time is not real, at least not to me. So just remember, like, do you have something important to do that day? If you don't, then do your nails, but don't rush. I've been put in so many bad situations when I'm like, I'm going to do them really quick. And then I'm really unhappy with them because I rushed. You get what I'm saying? And that's not the point. You know what I'm saying? That's not the point of nails. That takes all the creativity away from them. Okay. So now we're done with blending. And I'm going to show you guys. First, let me take the dust off. And then I'm going to spray this with the alcohol. That's how it looks. Let me dry it. All right. And then we're going to do the opposite. I'm going to actually spray them on top. And these brushes, this one's from Sally's, really helps remove all that dust. It's even better than just using a little napkin like this. Obviously, the napkins work too. All right, and then we're going to move on. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to grab paper towel, some monoma, because we are getting ready to do this. Okay, let's see. Make sure it's here on camera and you guys can see. All right, and then we're going to add, oh, the smell of monomer. Have not smelled that in so long. I think that's good for now. I got my little sandy brush. I got this one from Salon Centric, and I've had it for years, so it's really good. If you want to find one on Amazon or online that I recommend, it would be a panna one, a panna brush. Just going to remove all the bubbles first. But before we apply the acrylic, you guys, obviously we have to prep. Prep is going to help bond well, the acid-free prep. This is acid-free from Young Nails, but prep, what it does is it helps kind of like it's a primer, obviously, right? So it's priming your nails before the adhesion so that it can stay connected on top to your nail. So it's gonna help your nail be taped up, kind of. They call this like a double sticky tape. So it's holding on to your natural nail and it's holding on to the fake product, right? And because of that, it's like a barrier and it's not acidic where it burns your skin off or it burns your nails off. Acid does work. The acid ones, they say they do work, but it just scares me because I'm like, oh my God, it's acid. So I don't want that on me. Don't get this on your skin. Just be careful. Go slow. See? Grab a little more. Kind of like if it's nail polish that you don't want it touching your skin. All right. The color choice I got is Glamorous Nude from Valentino. I love this company. And you know why I love them even more, you guys? They're from Palm Beach, which is where I live, right by there. Okay, so now I'll show you guys. So I can grab it. I kind of like put this behind it and put that down. Okay, you're going to get your monomer and you're going to remove all the bubbles, air bubbles out of the brush. Okay, so what I do is submerge it into the liquid, start removing some. So I think I'm going to start with my pinky. So we're going to grab a tinier bead. You see that? It's a little wet. So let's remove some. I'm going to apply it to, I like to put it in the middle of the nail, kind of. Let it solidify a little. And what is it called? Valentino. They dry pretty quick. So I can't be here playing with it all day. I got to know what I'm doing and start working with it. They do make some that are slower drying. Just make sure you go all the way to the sides. You don't want any gaps. And I'm cleaning my brush throughout because when you're doing this, you're grabbing particles, you know? So you want to remove them so that you don't start making it all chalky and messed up. And like there's stickiness all over your brush. And then you can't even use your brush to apply it. That was one of the things that would happen to me a lot. So I'm grabbing little because we are just grabbing for the pinky. So now we're going to add the second one on top and pushing it up because we're forming it to kind of like a ball. Then you're like pushing it up and bringing it back down. Okay. So that's what it looks like, but you obviously it's flat. There's no apex. I added 2 little beads. So what I'm going to do now is add a little bit more, maybe like 1 more bead. I'm going to put it on top, I think. That's what my little heart is telling me to do. Put it up, and you know, you see that? It's forming a little ball, but like push it up while it's forming. Since it's like a little ball, it's perfectly going to go underneath your cuticle because it's circular, if you see that. It's curved. Your cuticle is curved, so since you're forming a little ball, it's curved as well, and it just tucks good right under there. All right, I'm going to grab 1 more because we need a little bit more right here. because there was not a lot of product there. So you can take your brush, lightly feather it up, and then you can feather it back down and even it out. And that is perfect. So we got one. This time, now that I got more control, the first bead, it's like you're practicing all over every time. I haven't done this in a while, so this is pretty fun right now. All right. I hope I'm on camera. Let's see. Push it up a little. And then push it to the sides, and then make sure you're bringing it down. Belly of the brush, I kind of clean it up on the sides. Push it down just to even it out and get it all throughout the sides. All right. Clean my brush a little and bring it down. Okay, that's so good. Now, the next thing is the next bead. I'm gonna grab some. It's pretty wet, so I'm just gonna remove a little so it's easier to move. And this time I'm gonna put it right here like this on the side. Because now you have your little ball here. Push your little ball underneath the curvature of your cuticle. And I'm sorry it's really hard to do this on camera to show y'all. Then you can bring it down after you brought it up. Try to tuck it under. And I think I'm gonna have to put on my air. I turned off my AC, you guys. But when it's hotter in a room, like the temperature's higher, then it's gonna dry faster. And I think, is it drying too fast for me? I think it's drying too fast for me only because I'm explaining things. Because other than that, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. Okay, to clean up a little bit, you can just grab it like that. But don't put too much product around your skin, guys. I think, see how there's like a little space right here. And then you just quickly, there we go. So now it's covered and we can clean it up a little. There it is. Beautiful. All right. So without explanation, I'll just show you guys here. I'm removing liquid. I'm picking up a bead, removing just a tiny bit. This one's good. Because you see that? Let me give you an example. If you were to put it in there and you grab it, I think it'll be this. Look at that. It's perfect. It's formed really good. But if you were to pick up too much, look how fast. It's not even drying. And you see the little whiteness here. That's because it's too dry. Now, if you grab this and you don't remove some of it off of there, it might be a little too liquidy. I mean, right now that the room is hot, it's not too bad, but yeah. Without removing it on there. See, this would be too dry. I picked up too much of that. So let's just stick to the plan. We pick it up, we place it here since the room is a little hotter. And then we just leave it there. Make sure that it's falling properly. Okay, I guess doing it a little bit more on the liquidier side right now is not a big deal because the room is a little bit more on the higher level in temperature. If it were colder, then this would take forever to kind of dry too. So it's the opposite. So it's actually benefiting me not removing the liquid right now. Make sure you get the sides. Okay. When I get the top. Let's clean that because that was seeping on the skin and that would be a big no-no. Okay, look at that little corner. Let's push some product up in there a little bit, very, very slowly, and then bring it down. It's not as hard as we make it seem. You guys, when I started practicing doing nails, it was like, ugh, it's like a pain in the butt. But really, it's just about paying attention to the details, you know? If you have the patience, you can do this. If you don't, then just don't do your nails and go pay somebody else. Okay. Let's shake this so we have a cleaner surface to pick up from. Okay, let's pick it up, and we're not dabbing it on because it's a little bit more on the hotter side in the room. Let's place it right here. And because it's drooping down, we can just pick it up a little bit, because if you let it droop down too much, most of the product will come off. So let's make sure we keep most of that product on. Like so. And then clean the sides, clean the sides. This is not going towards the sides. There we go. Now, also, guys, you see how I'm not really touching my skin too much? Yes, there's a little bit of liquid there, but I didn't remove my cuticles in a very aggressive way. I don't have open wounds. I don't bite my cuticles. I don't bite my nails. I'm going to have less likely of a chance to get an allergic reaction, okay? So just remember that when you're doing your nails, because if you have open wounds, you are just crying out for an allergic reaction. Okay, because now you're opening your wounds. You get what I'm saying? You have an open wound. Chemicals are being absorbed into your bloodstream, and your bloodstream is going to go, oh, what's this? It's under attack. It's going to go under attack. And that's when you get an allergic reaction and all that stuff on your nails. So precision is key, and not biting your skin, being a cuticle biter and a nail biter. It's just not good for you or your health. I think I saw something on TikTok of a girl that ended up in the hospital with her arm in a big cast, and her hand in a big cast because she was biting her cuticles, and I guess she probably got an infection. So it's not funny, you guys. It's just not funny. Look, see, some got on the skin. You just clean it up as best as you can. Drag it to the side. You could pat like this to even it out too. And I like how that one looks. I think there's just right here. That means you gotta add a wetter bead, and you have to make sure you don't let it seep on the skin, which I just did. This is hard not to. But it is accomplished. There we go. Oh my god, these are so cute. Okay. All right, we're on the last one for this hand. All right, perfect. Let's put it right there. Now you start bringing it up a little as it's trying to fall. Clean your brush. Keep it on the inside of the nail and then spread it out before bringing it all the way down. Don't spread it out until, I'm sorry, don't bring it down until you spread it out. That looks amazing. Patting this because some of it didn't get all the way to the sides, but it did now. I don't like that bead. See, it's not gonna shape it like a nice circular, so like a round bead. That's a lot better. So we're gonna place that here and then bring it up. I'm shaping it as round as possible. Bring it up because it's drying so fast here. If your acrylic is drying too fast, you guys, and you were like, I can't, then just turn on your AC a lot higher. I have small nail beds too, guys. So I'm trying to give you guys a tip here. Because I got smaller nail beds, this brush is pretty good for me. If you have bigger nail beds, then you might want to get a different type of brush, a wider brush. Okay. I think I'm going to bring one from the top. Oh no. He's trying to seep in there. All right. Grab another bead. This one I'm going to add right here. Okay, there's like a little bit here that needs to be filled in. There we go. Because that is what will make your nails lift if you don't secure that. There we go. All right, I think we got our first hand. Oh my god, I don't even think I'm gonna add chrome. These are really pretty like that. Should I? Oh my god, I don't know. Nah, I'm just gonna leave them like that. I love this. I'm super happy. I couldn't be happier. Okay. Now we have this handle, right? Okay, so we need to get rid of this little napkin here. I'm gonna grab another one so we have a cleaner surface. All right, now for the hard part. This is really the hard part. Okay. Let's do the same thing. Try to grab control of your brush. All right, that's decent. Let's put it here. Let's turn. This is going to be a mess. All right, let's see. Okay, let's remove that. This is we have different rules when we do the opposite hand. There's a lot more cleaning involved. Okay. Let's drag it down. Don't touch your skin. Be careful. Pick this up. Bring it back. Pat, pat, pat. To even it out, especially this hand. Oh my god. I think we survived the first bead. Okay. We're going to grab the second bead. And because I'm scared of this hand, you guys, I'm going to see if I can just do this. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to start removing the liquid again. Okay. I was going to try to do 2 beads here, but that didn't work out. But at least it's filling those sides that were empty. All right, so for this one, I'm going to do a final bead. This will be the third one. So it'd be smaller. Let's remove some of that liquid now. Place it right on top. I'm going to turn my my finger, and grab some new liquid, swipe it on the napkin, and start pushing this up. And to think about it now, I should have got a water bead. So let's see what happens. Okay, I gotta add it right here. Yeah, because I'm not happy with the cuticle. But I'm trying to be careful. Oh my gosh. Okay. Push it back, bring it down. I gave the control to this hand now. But we gotta keep the control here too. Okay. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit on this one. And I'm glad we did the thumb first because this is the harder one for this hand. All right. I see a little bit of a gap right here. Right there. Let's do the others. Yeah, usually these are not, they don't ever look the same. This hand never looks as good as the other. All right, let's pick up the bead. I'm going to place it right here on this side. Like so. I'm just trying to keep that control. All right, that's good. Let's take another bead. This one's too wet, so it looks like it's already falling off. So let's remove a little liquid, place it right above here. All right, this is the second bead. This is what I like to call, or a lot of people do, the cuticle bead. You push it up. Oh, there's a little bit on the skin. Let's take that off. Okay. Okay, so I don't like how that looks. The cuticle bead. I'm gonna take it off while it's wet. I know it messes up the rest, but the cuticle bead is really important. Okay. So you guys can see there's a lot of troubleshooting, even with me that's been doing nails for 10 years. So it's totally normal. Just get comfortable. This is a creative thing. So don't stress too much about it. It is chemicals though. So that's the only thing that I advise is just be careful. Okay. And it doesn't matter that I messed up the bottom because we're going to file it. So let me add another cuticle bead here. I want it to look better. I'm going to try to tuck it under. Hold on. Looking better. I know it looks crazy, but it is going to actually end up looking good. Yes. Oh, I got stuff in the mail. Thank you. Yeah, just leave it there because I can't get it right now. Thank you, babe.
Call you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll let you know.
Okay.
That's what I was in there.
Okay. I think just a tiny bit on the corner. You got it on the skin. Take it off. All right. And then we're gonna do this one. We're almost done. We only got 3 left, including this one. Okay, it's falling. Let's remove some. But gravity is helping us, which is great. Push it to the sides. I'm keeping it parallel when I'm patting it. And then on the sides. Okay. I just want to even it out like this. Take another one. Cuticle bead. See, it's a little ball, and you start pushing that little ball up and tucking it under. Push this side up with the tip of your brush and tuck it under. I'm gonna clean this part right here. So there's a little things here and there that need to be filled. Like right here. I hear the little ice cream guy that comes in his little cart selling chicharrones and ice cream. All right, there's like some here that needs to be filled in. Two more. Oh, I grabbed a lot here, so I'm gonna put it up here. And then I gotta let it solidify. And then Gravity wants to bring it everywhere. Okay. Let's see. Take it to the sides and bring it down. All right. Push this back and bring it to the sides and down. Last one. I can hear my kids in the house yelling at each other. So I have a room outside of the house now. That way, I don't have to worry about the smell. I'll open the door and boom, it's gone. And my kids don't have to smell it. I tortured them for years, not because I wanted to. Okay. Push it up. Don't touch the skin. A little bit touched it right here. Look. But you just swipe the sides and remove it. Oh, there's like a loose hair. This pinky was messy. Oh my god. So what I like to do when I'm done with doing my set is go wash my hands, and then I'll come back and finish filing and stuff like that. I think it needs some right here on the side. There's like a lot of space that needs filling. But once you're done with that, you're good to go, and you can start filing it down. All right, we are done with the application. I'm going to show you guys the difference from each one. Okay, but the first thing I would do if I was you guys is take the monomer. Where is the other thing? Here it is. Throw it away. Then you want to clean this. Why? You don't want that monomer smell in your house all day. And let me see. I'm going to do that. And you don't want to put that in your sink either. All right. So this is done. I'm going to take this outside. I don't want the house, well, not the house, I'm outside, but outside the house. But either way, it can linger in there. I don't want this here, so I'm going to throw this outside. All right, and since I'm throwing that outside, I'm actually going to the little bathroom next to the nail room, and I'm just going to wash my hands and take off this glove really quick before I even file, just because I'm really precautious with the whole acrylic allergies, because I've had so many bad experiences, and I just really am not trying to deal with that. Heck no. I went through that for like a year and a half, 2 years tops, and I was devastated. Okay, so I'm back in the room. I took you guys with me since I'm mic'd up. And I'm going to show you guys the difference of the applications. But this is like how it really is. All right. Okay, ready? I did this with my dominant because I'm right-handed. I'm dominant with my right hand. So it looks good. Now look at this one. But don't fret, because all we have to do is fix it. Like this one needs to be a little bit more shaved on this side. This one's all bulky because it was really hard for me to do the application. I had a little mishap. So these are more shaped up and everything and more perfect. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't take that long. So what I like to do is turn on my little fan. And then I'm going to grab, I think I'm going to go with this 5-in-1 bit today. And I'm going to take this and start, oh, wrong side, forward motion. I'm going to start on, is it on 4, 5, 6? I think it's on, yeah, on 6. Okay, so it's on the 6th number. And I just want to remove any excess bulk if I have to first. I think I'm going to put it higher. Let's do 7. That's better. This is just to remove a lot of the bulk that I don't want. And then we're going to get our hand file and finish off like that. So I'm looking from this side, doing this side, because they have to be even, and then I want the surface to be even too. Okay. I'm going to clean around the skin a little. Not too much. That should be enough. Because you should have been careful with applying the acrylic near the skin. So that's why I say that's enough. You don't really need to be doing all that. If you did, you probably are going to get an allergic reaction. That means you're being very messy. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm being the big sister because I know that I wish somebody would have told me that. Wait. Make sure your sides are nice and flush. It's parallel. You see that? It's parallel to the nail. It's not like this. It's parallel. And then I'm going to go around the skin. Not trying to be aggressive, but you're just trying to remove anything that maybe have been attached to the skin. That could happen sometimes. Okay, then last one here. So this is easier because of that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this in reverse. Actually, no, let's leave it in forward. And I'm gonna go down here just to smooth out the surface more. Even if you have a dust collector, please use a mask, you guys. I have mine on right now that I get on Amazon. I remember when the Dollar Tree had them for 10 for $1. Those were the days, but I guess that's why COVID happened. They were like, there's too many cheap things, especially from China. So they're like, we're trying to get some more money. And now they don't sell them like at the Dollar Tree like that no more. I'm gonna put it in reverse so that I can do the cuticle area. Gently though. This one is so lumpy because I had messed it up. Non-dominant hand problems, but anyway. We're smoothing it out with this 5-in-1 panna bit. I love this bit. I'm just trying to have as much control over the nails versus not having no control and they come out messed up. Very, very precautious, guys, because you're using tools and this is no joke. Especially when you're doing your non-dominant hand. If you have to meditate before you start, you should do that because you really need a lot of focus. Focus, focus, focus. I think that looks really good, actually. Alright, let's go to the next one. Remember how I said this one? Look, it has too much on one side, I think. Let's remove that. We could even do it with this. Just there, a little bit right here too. Okay, I'm gonna start removing the top. And then when with my hand file, I'll like make the shape a lot better. I think some acrylic got stuck right here, that's why. I'm gonna have to remove it. Hold on. Ooh. Let's put it in the other way. Alright, let's put it back. I'm being gentle. Gentle, caring, conscientious. Very important when doing nails. Yeah. I don't know if I want to add a chrome to these. I want to, and then I don't. Go around the cuticle. Grasp your drill, you guys. Be careful because sometimes it feels like it's coming off of your hands, which means you can cut yourself. So keep that control at all times. All right, so with that, I'm gonna grab the file. Now I'm gonna take in the sides a little bit. I'm going underneath with the softer side and at an angle just to keep that shape like we did in the beginning. You want to go under because of all that acrylic that could be stuck in there. All right. And I can finish file the top like this and you get an even smoother surface. Okay. From one side to the other. I feel like that is literally what makes much better looking nails. Like, you know, closer to perfect. From one side to the other. All right. I love that. Looks great. We're going to move on. I could be a little bit like focus on one nail too much, so let's move on. All right, so let's do the sides first, actually. Side. Side. Make sure this camera is over here properly. Okay. Move it around and then finish it. Finish file. One side to the other. So the drill I like to use for like more quicker things to get done. So if I wanted to make sure the top is smooth out right before extremely smoothing it out, then that's why I like to use the drill. Okay, let's do this one with the softer side, okay? Let's grab the sides. Let's shape them up a little bit better. Keep it evened out, but smooth at the end and rounded. Nice and curved edge. But let's smooth it out with this from one side to the other. Smoothing it out as you go from one side to the other. If you watch this video and you just pay attention to the details that I say, the words that I say, the terms, it just starts brainwashing you to understand how to do it properly. That's how I learned, because for me, I have to keep watching, listening, anything, just so I could like program myself. So if you have to program yourself by listening to me talk about this, then go for it. I just try to explain it to the best of my abilities. It's hard to like explain things to people sometimes because I'm like, wait, I've been doing this for so long that it's just hard to like, oh yeah, you have to do this, like make sure you know what I mean? Like I kind of when I do my nails, I kind of just get in the zone and I don't want to talk, but then I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna teach, I'm gonna have to explain it as simple as possible, because sometimes people use like really like, you know, the terminology in nails that people don't learn at school, and they just want to do their nails at home. So I'm trying to make it basic because not everybody wants to go do their nails or can do their nails. So if you can do your own at home to save you money, especially like moms that are home that are like, you know what, I got the time, a little bit of time, and I got some money to buy a couple things, and you know, you store your things, and you know, you have the time to learn. And I feel like, you know, somebody has to show y'all how to do it without hurting yourself, because I'm like, I've been doing YouTube for a while, and I feel like that's the thing that I really want to focus on as well. I want to focus on helping you guys if you want to do a channel, because I feel like everybody, even if it's not nails, you could do a channel. And I also want to help women or anybody do their nails at home that can't go do their nails, and like they can afford to buy the supplies, but you know, they don't have, like, they can't put that in their budget every month. So if they can learn the skill and then buy the things and just keep it at home and not have to worry about Can I afford to go get my nails done? Even something simple like this, you know, you deserve it. You deserve to do it. And to be honest, it's a great escape. You could tell your husband or you know, like, hey, I'm gonna go do my nails and like put music on. Let it be your thing if you don't have anything at all. You know what I'm saying? So that you can zone out and just be you in your own spirit. And then you get cute nails at the end. Okay, this one's done. I like how that looks. Okay. Yep. And then we're going to buff them after I do this. All right. So the same thing here. I'm going to actually, should I start? Yeah, I'll start with the thumb. You see this? Sometimes it gets stuck on the skin, you know, the product. So you want to push this. See? That's why they do that at the nail salon. It would kind of hurt when they would like do this, especially the men. They do that, and then let's do the softer side, and then you can remove it. See? All right. Let's start finish filing with the hand file. When I learned about finish filing with a hand file, you guys, it literally changed my nail game. Even when I was doing clients, I was like, oh my God, if I do that, their nails come out so much better versus just using the file. That's just something I like to do. Do whatever you guys want. They're your nails at the end of the day. I'm just giving you like my little tips that I like to use and like what I think makes a better nail. And to me, it's finishing the nail off with your own hand file on the 180 grit side, which is the softer side. All right. Go around. Underneath the cuticle is also where I like to go because it fleshes it out even more. And look at that. Mine. I'm just trying to see it from all angles. I think it still has too much on this side. And then I'm gonna have to blend it like that. I mean blend it. I have to file it this way. Okay, much better. This is the ugly one, so let's take off the sides. Right there. And then the top. You really cannot go wrong with a basic nude. Any basic nude. But this one, Glamorous Nude by Valentino, is my favorite. My friend Kimberly actually did my nails, and she put the same one for my birthday nails. I also have Young Nails Cover Pink, Cover Peach. I just really wanted to use the Glamorous Nude by Valentino. Not sponsored or anything. I just love them. I love Valentino. I love Young Nails. Super, super great companies. I used to be obsessed with Koopa. I don't know. I think ever since my drill had broke, because one of my clients came frantically late and had all these issues, and I think, passed that energy on to me, and I dropped my drill. She came so late that day. Oh my gosh, never again. But anyway, I loved fupa, but ever since I got in the Young Nails drill, I was like obsessed with Young Nails all over again because I was obsessed with them when I came out of nail school. Oh, guys, so I would say like you can go to nail school, but like to do your own nails, but they don't teach you how to do your nails properly. So it's like, what's the point? Unless you're gonna do a business or like something, then there's no point. You gotta do that if you're, trying to be legal in your business and learn all the sanitary things. But other than that, you could learn that stuff online and you can learn it on your own time when you have time to practice your skills. The more you practice, the better you get. Just remember that. If you want your nails to come out good in the future, just know that you have to put a lot of time for practice. It's going to take a couple months, but you will be proud of yourself for even attempting to perfect such a craft like this, because then guess what? If you're at home and you don't want to get your nails done because you can do them yourself, why not? It'll solve your problem so many times. Now, even me, I know it's crazy. I never paid nobody to do my nails until this year. Why? Because that's how I see it. I'm like, but I could do it. And then until this year, I was like, oh, snap. It was great to know how to do your own nails, but there's something about going to get your nails done by somebody and talking to them, especially if they're like a really sweet person, like Kimberly was. If they're nice and the vibes are good and the work is great, I was like, oh my God, I never wanted to leave. It's just so fun. It feels like time flies, right? So if you want to treat yourself and somebody do your nails, fine. But for the most part, it wouldn't hurt you to learn to do your own nails. Now, if you're like, yeah, I don't want to because that's a lot. I only do gel. Well, then learn to do gel. Just remember, anything that touches the skin can cause a reaction, whether it's gel, whether it's glue, whether it's acrylic. It depends on what are you doing, how are you prepping, are you cutting your skin, anything like that. Like, did you overexpose your skin? Were you too messy? How long was that product sitting on your skin? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of factors and variables that have to do with that. But I think it's a great idea for women in general to just go and treat themselves once in a while and get their nails done. Get your husband to pay for it, your boyfriend. If not, like Sheriff Seven says, then what are they there for? Like, come on now. I didn't pay for my nail stuff right now. Like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I'm like, go get my nail stuff. If I was working, I'd go get my stuff. That's what I used to do. Because that's how I treat myself. I'd buy nail art. I'd buy new little things here and there. It's just something I really like to do. But like now I have a lot of things that, oh, if I have an idea, I can throw in here and there. Right here, we're just focused on making sure they're nice and smooth out from side to side. See, I'm taking the file and like going from this end to the other end and from this end to the other end. And keeping the bottom nice and rounded. And we're almost there. See how I'm going around the cuticle? I'm not hurting myself. I already etched the file, remember? If you don't etch the file, you will cut yourself right here doing this. But when you remove that part, it's gone, so you won't be cutting yourself. So make sure you pay attention to that too. Oh yeah, these are so cute already. Alright. Mm-hmm. All right, this is the last one, guys. Okay, a little bit stuck on the side there. See how it's like under like that? This is helping remove any acrylic stuck at the bottom too. Because that will mess up your shape if any acrylic stuck from the application. So it's good to go under there and remove anything. This side's bulkier, so we got to remove that. Let me see. And I'm still using my left hand, you guys. And it's good that I still have the dust collector here because of the fact that even though I'm not using the e-file, with the hand file, the dust is falling off and it will go in my face if I do not have this thing here. So I recommend you get one. If you don't have one and you want to do your nails at home, just get a mask, but please, please, please get a dust collector ASAP. It is not worth your lungs filled with dust. Like, it's just not. Do you ever see those guys outside chopping wood? They wear masks. Well, hopefully they do, because that's bad. All that stuff going into your body. Like sawdust for men. Alright. Alright, I'm going to buff them now with a little orange buffer. Everything, you guys, check out the Amazon storefront. It is in the description box if you guys are interested in trying any of these products out. I wouldn't even try them. They're really good. I only use stuff I actually like, you guys, because every time I would buy stuff that I don't like, ew, this sucks. Never again. Look how much better this looks. This is buffing it to perfection. Look at that. You want to make sure you go under too, because you could scratch people. Some people hate that feeling right under there. Oh my gosh, this part is satisfying because it's like, oh my god, I'm almost done. Finally. You see, there's like acrylic stuck right here. I feel like this one needs a little bit more removal of some bulkiness over here. I just don't like how it looks lumpy right here. We're trying to make these look like we went to the salon, or at least a nice salon. Not like a chop shop. Feel so, feel so, feel so good to dance again. Okay. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. Mm-mm-mm. Something's stuck here. Yeah, that was messing up my shape. Still there. Hold on. Yeah, that was messing me up. It's the permission I don't need permission. It's so good to dance again. All right, that's better. All right, so at this point, we can get rid of this. And keep that there. We got a mess over here. Let me just put this for now. All right, I'm gonna grab my alcohol. You know what? Let me mix the alcohol with a little bit of acetone and we'll create a cleanser. All right, let's see. But what I'm gonna do is go wash my hands. I should really put the cleanser in a bottle. Oh my gosh, so cute. Wow, okay. And it only took me 2 hours and 18 minutes. Wow. That's not bad. For both of the nails, the one of them I am not dominant in is not bad. All right. I'll be back. I need to wash my hands actually. And I'm washing them, but I'm not adding any soap. I remember at the nail salon, they would be like, go wash your hands, but don't use soap. And I think I would use soap by accident, just out of habit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys because I'm going to add some top coat. And I've got a brand new top coat, you guys. Okay, it's my favorite top coat. It's every nail tech's favorite top coat. All right, so let me see. We got some gel top here. Let's see. I think it's good. All right. I gotta knock because they're being loud. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the top coat. Oh no, where's my lamp? Here it is. Okay, and then you can see it better. This lamp is actually very, very old, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna use it. Okay, so nails are ready to get the top coat on there. All right, so we're gonna add the first one. Let me make sure I'm on camera here. You guys get a good look. This is the best top coat. It's so glossy. I love it so much. And it doesn't take that long. All right, let's see. All right. I'm in love. I'm in love with this. So with the top coat, all you really are trying to do is the same thing. Don't touch the skin. Look, push it up, bring it down. Push it up, don't touch the skin, bring it down. If you do, you could grab something like this and clean the sides. Okay, we got something from the buffer here. It doesn't want to come off. All right, perfect time to show you guys because I got a little bit on there. So just remove it, and then you're gonna take. Oh my goodness, this has a little black thing on it, and I need to take it off. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, one pinky. Okay, perfect. We're going to put it in the lamp for 60 seconds. Yes. Okay, so you guys, if you guys want a good, actually, I don't remember if I used this before, but if you guys want a good gel top coat and matte top coat, people swear by the chrome that this is the best so it's not messy. So in another video, I need to try that because when I tried doing that chrome stuff, it was just a hot mess. I didn't like it. I was not happy about it. And I was like, oh my God, I need to get a better matte top coat. So back in the days, the gel top coat that I used was this one, right? Because I was telling you guys I was obsessed with Koopa. If you go back to my very old videos, back in like 2019, I want to say, that's when I bought like a bunch of stuff. It was either, yeah, it was 2019. I bought Koopa, like a starter kit, and that helped me like try out a lot of their things, and I really fell in love with that brand. So I think I might start, like buying more stuff from them again. Obviously that drill is very expensive. There's something right here. No. Okay. Yeah, and so like the reason I like this one, it's not liquidy. It's like if it stays still or something. And it's so shiny. It's super, super shiny. And I'm trying to do this because now I'm using my left hand, which I'm not left-handed. So I'm trying not to get nothing on the skin. That is so important. And when you apply the top coat, make sure, you want to make sure that you are being really, really safe. I really don't want anybody getting anything on their skin anymore. I really get sad when I see people tell me on my videos like, oh my god, I got an allergic reaction. I'm really happy that those videos help people though, because you know, it has a lot of information of like what happened and why and how do you prevent that, and can I wear nails again? So like I did answer all those questions in that video. I'll refer it somewhere in the video. If not, maybe I'll link it down below or something. But it's called, I think it's called what to do when you get an allergic reaction and nail alternatives and stuff. I think that's what it's called. Oh my god, I have to take this one off. And I'll explain why. Let me put a little alcohol here. I didn't cut up any little napkins, but usually that's what I do. What happened was when the acetone and the alcohol hit the nail when I was cleansing it, it kind of turns white because it gets really dry. So the gel was going on top, but it wasn't removing it. So I didn't like that at all. So I want them to look as nice as possible. Let's do it this way. It's hard when you're on camera because this is not how I do my nails. It'll be a totally different position and angle for me to see. Okay. Take off. Don't need that much. You see that white stuff I was talking about from the acetone and the acrylic. So let me take that off. Okay. And after this, it's gonna go in the lamp for 1 minute. 1 minute exactly. 60 seconds. Oh my gosh, you guys. What a day. So it took me 2 hours and 27, so almost 20. So 2 hours and a half to get this done. Oh my goodness. But here we are. Look at this. That is amazing. Oh no, I got gel right there. Look at that. There goes how people get allergic reactions. So how did that happen? Gotta take it off. Hopefully it's still wet. Here, I'll finish the other one. Let me just see really quick if that's what that is. Oh yeah, it got stuck on there. That's bad. I mean, it's not too bad. Nothing will happen as long as I'm like, okay, it's there. It was only a little bit. I'm cleansing it, and later on I'll get rid of it. But it did touch my skin, so. But it happens. Okay, let's finish the other one for 30 seconds. And oh my god, I'm in love. Oh my god, oh my god. I think this is my signature nails right now. I think these are going to be my signature nails. The next color I'm getting, you guys, is red. I am obsessed with the color red for lipstick and for my nails. And I'm glad I went with those tips because they gave it a cute shape. I really like this rounded shape. It's actually more like almondy round, but they're still almond in a sense. They're not really all the way round. I love this. All right, we are done. So I need to get some cuticle oil. All right, this is such an old thing. I still have this for my clients when I used to do clients, but I use it on my chair now. But since we're doing this video, let me see. Where is my cuticle oil? Because that's the last thing you need to do is apply the cuticle oil. Guys, I really hope you guys learned a lot from today's video. I don't usually get to have this time now. I'm making it a priority to do my nails and help you guys out with your nail journeys as well. And, you know, try to teach you what I know, the little things that I know. And I hope that you guys implement these little strategies and you can see that, you know, there's a lot of troubleshooting even with seasoned nail techs. All right. Last one. There we go. I think I'm gonna rub this all throughout my nails. And throughout my skin. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. This is what they came out looking like. I love them. Proud of them. Super proud. So pretty. Very simple, but very elegant. Oh my. So cute. There's a little more oil on the side right here. It's a little more dry. This is my driest cuticle. These one right here. But mostly this one. All right, my loves. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys have a great nail journey. I hope that you guys stick around and watch more of my videos. If you guys have any questions that you need, if you want any specific nail content, let me know in the comments down below. If you need to ask me a personal question, I have an email. It's in my description. If you want to reach out to me via Instagram, I also have that in the description. I love you guys so much and thank you for your support. Until next time, girlies. Bye.